self-exploration meditations? Yes? Okay. Some mischievous ones joined late and have not done them. Those who have just joined or are joining, see that you keep your cameras on. Otherwise, the volunteers just right-click on your picture, which is not visible, and make you exit Zoom. Yeah, they will kick you out. If you have to join Jnana Sangha sessions, you must be sitting in front of the camera with your notebook and pen. Yeah, otherwise watch the videos online when they come. Okay? Yeah, this is only for extremely sincere spiritual seekers. Okay. Does everybody have their notebook and pen with them? Okay. And also, do you have the PDF shlokas for chapter 1? Okay. So let's begin. Welcome to Ashtavakra Samhita online weekend. Hopefully, most of you have done the first 15 verses of chapter 1. Today we are going to do verse 16 to 20. However, if you have not done the first 15 verses, no problem. These verses are standalone. They are power-packed wisdom. And even if you get one verse, you see it experientially. Getting it does not mean intellectual understanding. If you see even one verse experientially, you're good. Yeah? So don't worry, I will give you a recap of verse 1 through 15 now. I'll give you a 5-minute break after that. Evaluate yourself, whether you see those about 20 points I will give you. Do I see those 20 points experientially? Is it my inner seeing? Yeah. We have to start this session from the stand of the Sakshi. Sakshi means the witnessing awareness. I am not this body, I am not this mind. I am the witness of the body and mind. Yeah? If your stand is wrong, you will not get the verses. I do not teach from the beginner level. Yeah? Ashtavakra Samhita is not for the beginner of the spiritual path. If you're a beginner, then you need Bhagavad Gita. Yeah? Arjuna takes 18 chapters to get it. Why? Because he was stuck in the body-mind person. Yeah. Krishna had to tell him, you are not the body, you are not the mind. King Janaka, on the other hand, is at another level. Yeah. He is not a beginner on the spiritual path. Arjuna would be considered a beginner because he was too lost in his family disputes of property, marriage, children. He was lost in all that. He had not begun his spiritual path. On the other hand, King Janaka was at another level. He had been walking the spiritual path for quite some time. That is why King Janaka gets it in chapter 2. Only the first chapter is the chapter where there is a lot of instruction from sage Ashtavakra. Yeah, you will see in chapter 2, right in the beginning, King Janaka starts speaking. Yeah. Why? Because King Janaka is at that level. I know I am not this person. I know I am not the mind. But I still get stuck in being this person. I know I am the witness of the person. But I still get stuck. Why am I getting stuck? Katham jnanam avapnoti. How do I get this wisdom? Katham muktir bhavishyati. How do I become free of the idea of being the person? Vairagyam cha katham praptam. How do I get vairagya? Dispassion towards this person all my life I have felt I am this person. Janaka is saying, all my life I have been stuck as King Janaka. King Janaka, the wise one. King Janaka, the ruler of the kingdom. King Janaka, the fair one. King Janaka, very just king. Loved by everybody. How do I get over this identification with this piece of flesh? This is Janaka's question. So he already has taken the stand of the witness and humbly asked Ashtavakra, how? How do I get away from this false idea that I have been nurturing, that I am this person called Janaka? So take the stand of the witness. And that's how you will be able to quickly recap the first 15 verses or the main points of Ashtavakra. Yeah? So number 1 point, you are not the person. You are simply the witness of the person. Yeah? Janaka already knows this. Yeah? Number 2, you are the field of witnessing awareness in which the waking person arises at the beginning of the waking state and dissolves at the end of the waking state. Remember, Janaka has been practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, the wisdom of dream and sleep. Yeah? He has been practicing this. So the moment Ashtavakra says this, he gets it. The moment Ashtavakra says a point, Janaka gets it. He said, aha, yes, I am not just the field of witnessing awareness of the waking person and the waking state. I am also the field of witnessing awareness in which the dream person arises at the beginning of dream state and dissolves at the end of the dream state. And he says, you are also the field of witnessing awareness in which there is deep sleep darkness. This deep sleep darkness arises at the beginning of the deep sleep state and dissolves at the end of it. You, Janaka, are there. Remember that, because you are the witnessing field in which there was the absence of the waker and the dreamer, in which there was the absence of the waking world and the dream world. Is that clear? Janaka recognizes this truth, yeah, but he is struggling. He is struggling to establish in and as the witness and become free of the person. Yeah? Why? He is seeking liberation, mukti. And mukti from what? From the wrong stand of being this person. So he's told the only way to become free of the illusion of this person is to recognize that this person is only an idea, an illusory idea. And how to do that? He tells him in the next point, point number 2. Release the grip on this illusory idea. Ksham. To release the grip. Simply recognize that I, the consciousness, had forgotten myself. I had forgotten that I am this witnessing awareness field. Because this was so attractive, this was so tempting, and this person's world was so attractive and tempting. It consumed me. Now that I recognize I am this witnessing field, now simply hold on here. Yeah? Ashtavakra is very clear. To let go of something, the mind needs to first hold on to something else, right? So right in the beginning he tells him, you are the sakshi, you are the witness. Get your foothold there. Then you drop this illusory idea. Drop your grip on the illusory idea of being the person. Ksham. On releasing the grip on this, it will become clear that there was never a personal I. The idea of an I was an illusion right from the beginning. Yeah? The personal I that was holding on to this projection, that I need to now drop. It was never existent to begin with. Yeah? Now you cultivate Arjava. Arjava is sincerity to accept this truth that there is no I. There is no mind. This is the third point. Arjava, sincerity. Yeah? There is no I. There is no mind. Once it is seen that there is only a projected dream-like world, and all these projections are me only, then a natural oneness with this projections happens. Yeah? Why oneness? Does the sun feel that it is separate from its sun ray? No, the rays are the sun. The sun is the rays. They are not two. Similarly, a recognition happens, oh, all this is me only. It's a very subtle recognition where you see the oneness. Yeah? The moment you see the oneness with everything, all negativity starts shedding away. Because it is my own recognition. What is negativity? What is hatred? What is jealousy? I am hating myself. I am jealous of myself. I am competing with myself. I am angry with myself. Yeah? That brings us to the fourth point. There is that seeing of oneness, daya. It is a compassion with my own self. Once this is found, this oneness, this compassion with my own self, come to the fifth point. Dosha, contentment, is a natural blossoming. You become comfortable with this newfound wisdom that you are not this body, you are not the mind. Yeah? You come to a comfort level with this recognition, I am this witnessing awareness. And then the last point of that chapter, Satyam. Yeah, it's number 6 on our list. Satyam is the truth, where I now hold on to this truth, moment to moment to moment, and I vehemently reject all projections of a fake person. Unless you gather the courage to vehemently reject the idea of I and this person, you will not get it. Yeah? You have to be strong in your rejection. I am not this person. Yeah? That is the meaning of Satyam, holding on to the truth. Then Ashtavakra takes Janaka even deeper. In point 7 he says, this person is made of earth, water, fire, ether, air. These elements are first witnessed in the dream state. Then they project in the waking. You are the one that knows these 5 elements first in the dream state, then you know them in the waking. Therefore, you are not made of them. You are separate from them. You are the witnessing awareness in which these elements first appeared in the dream state and then in the waking state. So you are Chidrupam. You are the form of consciousness in which they appeared. That is point number 7. Point number 8. Once you recognize that you are Chidrupam, means your form is only of knowing. I can only know. My form is not of matter. It is only of knowledge. Then I hold on to this truth. I let go of the feverishness of being the projected idea of this body-mind person. Every time this idea comes up, there's a an identification or tadatma with the person, I recognize, no, my form is what? Chidrupam, the form of knowing, the form of knowledge, not the form of this body-mind person called Ekta. No, this is false. This is the truth. This witnessing awareness form of knowledge. Yeah. I remain steady there. Steady. Remain steady as consciousness. And right now Ashtavakra says, you will be happy. Sukhi Shanta. Right now you will be happy. What is the condition? I reject this form and I continuously recognize I am the form of consciousness. The 9th point is, this projected body of the person belongs to a class, the Brahmin class, the Kshatriya class, the Vaishya class, the Shudra class. This projection belongs to Brahmacharya ashram or Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, Sannyasa ashram. These are nothing but divisions in society, in classes, based on caste, based on religion, based on divisions of the different bodies. This is not who I am. This recognition is very important for the people who are coming from a religious background and are stuck in caste, stuck in class, stuck in the belief that this caste is higher than the other caste. All this belongs to this person, this level. No, I am not this person. I am the source of projection of this person. I am the source from where this person has been projected. And that source does not belong to any caste, any class, any gender. Even if you have the identification, I am a male, I am a female, you're still identifying with this person. Do you see this? This is at the higher level recognition. Yeah? Janaka has risen above all these things. That is why Ashtavakra is telling him this. The 10th point, he goes on to say, the projected mind of the person has a projected form of intellect, memory, ego, etc. Oh, all these subtle forms are also not you. You are formless. You are the unattached witness of these mind projections. The moment you see that you are unattached, you are naturally detached, you will be happy. Asango. The moment you see you are naturally asanga, you will be happy. This is the 10th point. In the 11th point he says, you are not the doer, you are not the experiencer. The ideas of right doing, wrong doing are simply ideas. These ideas arise, you witness these ideas play for a while and then they dissolve and disappear. The idea that was applicable some time ago is not applicable after some time in some other situation. Yeah? You conveniently change your party from being the doer to being the non-doer. Both are ideas. Being the doer is an idea, being the non-doer is an idea. Being the experiencer is an idea, being not the experiencer is an idea. Both are witnessed by you. The pleasantness of one idea is witnessed by you, the unpleasantness of the other idea is witnessed by you. You are the witness. You are beyond doership and experiencership. Yeah? So a lot of people think that Ashtavakra says, I am not the doer. No, Ashtavakra says, I am not the doer and I am not the non-doer also. Both. He says, I am beyond both. I am beyond the entire domain range of doership and non-doership. Ashtavakra keeps repeating, you are free, you are free. This is the 12th point. You are free right now. The cause of your bondage is only that you are ignoring your true nature of witnessing. Because this is more interesting, the body-mind person is more interesting, you want to hold on to this. Yeah? So he says, don't ignore your nature. You are the drishta of this. Drishta, the seer. You are the seer of this. This is the 12th point. Don't ignore that you are the drishta. Right now you feel, oh, I am listening to Ekta. I am listening to what Ashtavakra is saying. No, that's a wrong understanding. You are not listening. You are knowing that listening is happening. You are thinking you are making notes. No, you are not making notes. You are knowing that notes are being written. You jump in and you claim false ownership. Stop doing that. That is your mistake. Yeah. Point number 13. The main poison that has caused this bondage is the strong hold on to that projected idea that I am the doer. I am the experiencer. I jump in and I claim ownership. That's a poison, he says. You have a strong hold on to this idea. And the only antidote to this poison is what? The true seeing that I am the witness of the doer. I am the witness of the non-doer even. I am the witness of the experiencer and I am the witness of the one that is not experiencing even. That brings us to point number 14. Once you burn down this forest of ignorance, means these projected ideas, burn them down, you will be happy, devoid of the probability of sorrow or sadness coming up. Vita shokha sukhi bhava. Point number 14. Yeah. Happiness always has a tail of sadness along with it. Sooner or later it comes. You must have realized that. It's impossible to have any happy event without a tail of sadness following it. Yeah. But there is only one way to get to that bliss, that ananda, which does not have sadness with it. And what is that? You burn down the forest of ignorance of these projected ideas. I am the doer, I am not the doer, I am the experience, I am not the experience, I am this person, that person is against this person, this world is real. All are ideas. You are simply witnessing these ideas. You are the witnessing awareness field. Yeah. The moment you burn down this forest, you will come to point number 15. You will see that this universe is only like a serpent that is superimposed by the rope. It is not a real snake. It is not a real serpent. Nobody is really coming to attack me. There is nothing really happening here. It is all a rope. You are supreme bliss itself. You see the superimposition of the samsara on Brahman. You become very clear. Yeah. This is one of the most important points of Ashtavakra Gita. Yeah. Where you keep thinking that it is a snake and you realize, oh, it's a rope. The same thing happens to the spiritual seeker who kept thinking this world is real, this person is real, there is real I versus you going on here. No, so silly, it's a stupid idea. I was stupid to even think like this. There is no world, there is no fight, there is no I versus you. I am caught up in the stories of my mind. This recognition arises and you see there is no snake. It is only a rope. There is no samsara. It is only Brahman. Yeah. That brings us to the 16th point. Only then you finally see even that the idea I am bound is only an idea. I need to get liberated is only an idea. I need to get enlightened is only an idea. Doesn't really exist. If you feel you are free, you are free. If you feel you are bound, you are bound. Yeah. Until the time I thought there was a snake, I was bound by the fear. The moment I realized there is no snake, there is no fear. Do you see that? Yeah. So these go hand in hand. Only when you see that there is no samsara, there is only Brahman, then only will you become free of the idea I need to get liberated. I am bound. I need to get enlightened. These are all ideas, he says. All ideas. Yeah. Then in the 17th point, Ashtavakra reinforces you are the witness. You are the Sakshi. You are Purna. You are complete. You are Eko. You are the only one. You are not lonely. You are the only one. There is no other. Eko. You are Mukta. You are free. You are free of this person. I am the person also was only an idea. Yeah. No snake. No fear. It was only an idea. You are Mukta. You are free. You are Akriya. You do not do. You cannot do. You are Chid. All-knowing. You know it all. All-knowing means I am that field of knowledge itself, in which the knowledge of a person arises and the waking world arises. It is not a real person and real waking world. It is only the knowledge. It is only the idea. I am that all-knowing field in which this idea has arisen. I am Chid. I am Asanga, naturally detached. I don't have to become dispassionate. I don't have to attain dispassion. I am naturally detached. Yeah. I am Nispraha. I am devoid of feverishness. Yeah. All this Ashtavakra is reminding you. Recognize this. You are peace itself, Shanto. It is only an illusion that you are of this samsara. Yeah? You are Kutastha, unchanging. You are Bodha. Yeah? Your knowledge itself. You are not that which is reflected as an idea. This person that is speaking right now is only an idea. This person, this world, only ideas. No, you are not this. You are not this. You are Bodha. You are the knowledge itself. In knowledge, there are knowledge ideas coming up. That's it. In the 18th point, he encourages Janaka, take the sword of knowledge, that I am awareness, and sever the snare of false identification with this body. It's completely false, pointless, fake. It has trapped you. You take that sword of knowledge and sever this idea or cut off this idea. Which knowledge? I am Bodha, I am awareness, I am knowledge. I am not this person. Be courageous. Ramakrishna, he cut away his attachment to goddess Kali, and then only he attained enlightenment. So you recognize if you have a god, a guru, a religion, something that you are very attached to, take the sword of knowledge, Ashtavakra says, and cut off that attachment. Then only can you become free. 19th point, Ashtavakra reminds Janaka that he must let go of all conditioning and beliefs of this world and this person. All religious attachment, all spiritual attachment and material world attachment. Why? Because it's easy for an advanced spiritual seeker to drop material world attachment, but he then holds on to spiritual attachment of a god, of a guru, of a scripture, of chanting, mantras, rites, rituals, fasting, prayers. All this becomes his crutch and he becomes spiritually handicapped. He gets stuck. He cannot proceed ahead. Yeah, so he says, drop this external crutch. Realize again and again the truth that you are nisango, unattached, nishkriya, non-doer, swaprakasho, you're self-illuminating. You are projecting all these spiritual attachments and material world attachments. At the same time, you are niranjana, means you are unaffected by what you have projected. Nisango, nishkriyo, swaprakasho, niranjana. This happens in one seeing. It is one single seeing. S-E-E-I-N-G. An experiential recognition. Aha! I am not attached. I am not the doer of this. It's only an idea. I have projected this idea and I am untouched by the projected idea. This is one single realization. Yeah? That brings us to the 20th point. The last part of the verse number 15 is that you keep seeking for techniques, you keep running after meditations, you're feverish about spiritual gurus, you're feverish about religious idols and temples. And this is your new bondage, Janaka. This becomes your crutch. Then you become attached to the meditator. The meditator is also the person. You become attached to this religious one. The religious one is also a person. Do you see this? Okay, you get attached to the good person. I am a good man or I am a good woman. Good man, good woman. Do you get it? You again bind yourself to this good person. This becomes again another obstacle, Janaka. Your obstacle is that you meditate and you run behind meditation. All this is your spiritual bondage. This prevents you from becoming spiritually independent as the witness of the person. Can the witnessing field meditate? Can the witnessing field belong to a religion? Can the witnessing field run behind a guru, a god, an idol, a temple? No. Do you see it? This is the last straw, he says. Your bondage is that you think that you are the meditator. Drop this idea also. This is also an idea. I am the Sakshi. I am the witness. I am independent of the person. Clear? This was the 20th point. These were 20 points of all the 15 verses. The 15 verses couldn't be done in 15 points. There were some verses which had lots of power-packed double points. Yes. So this is a short recap that we just did of where Janaka has reached in this journey. See, Janaka has been practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. In the next sutra, verse number 16, Ashtavakra will help us dive deeper into Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yeah, so I will, before going into the next verse, I'll give you a 5-minute break, look at all the 20 points, become very clear, yes, this is my experiential seeing. Yeah, and for the lazy people who didn't write the 20 points, you can take a restroom break and see that you start making notes from the next verse onwards. Okay, let's take a quick 5-minute break. Those who are in Gurukul,